Hey guys, welcome back to the Parkerverse. This week, at long last, I finally bring you guys another follow-up to my Attack on Titan setups, and this time is for one of the most underrated characters with a request score of over 12,000. I bring you Hange.
Welcome to Parody Island! Nice to meet you, I'm Hange!
Let me down from here this instant.
If that's what you want. You'll straight down do the trick!
My name is Zoe Hange. I'm a section commander for the Scouts. Does it hurt? Yeah? Describe it to me.
And just like the rest in the series, I'm going to show you exactly how you can take your boring Android home screens and turn them into something like this. So if you want to see more like this, as well as other Android tips and tricks, make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to get your favorite images animated. Make sure to submit them right within the Epic Live Wallpaper app itself. And of course, don't forget to boost them right to the top, with the #1 ranking request made on a weekly basis. So don't miss out. So here she is, the genius herself, Zoe Hange. And I'm sure you can already tell I've once again strayed quite a bit from the original submitted image, going for a more vibrant hand-drawn look for our character. And I'm sure you guys will all agree with me when I say this one turned out quite well. So along with this unique live wallpaper, I've also made sure to leave plenty of space around Hange herself for any custom icons or any widgets that you want to add in. Now for the setup itself, I actually decided to play around with the black and white tones alongside vibrant colors to highlight different elements. So the final product uses color accented black icons, a contrasting dock backdrop, and as for the home screen widgets themselves, a simple color customized music widget and a standout date indicator. Overall, it's a simple look, playing around with vibrant colors on a simple two-tone base, and even better, it's super easy to set up. To replicate this home screen on your Android phones, all you're going to need is Nova Launcher, KWGT for all of the widgets, and finishing things off as icing on the cake, we're using Hex Installer. Now don't worry, I'll leave a link for everything that you'll need down in the video description below. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, it will really help out the channel. So let's kick things off with some Nova Launcher tweaks. Starting with removing that notification bar from our home screens to give us this clean look. For this, within Nova Launcher settings, just simply head into the look and feel section, and under notifications, make sure to disable this option right here. So now that we have that out the way, let's make a couple more changes within Nova Launcher to get this comfy icon set up. So just head into the home screen section, and starting right at the top with the desktop grid, we want to set that to 5 across and 11 down. After which, for the icons themselves, we're first going to turn off their labeling and then decrease their size. And finally, let's look at that custom dock. Here, make sure to first enable it. And for the padding option, we want to max out both of the sliders here. So now that that's sorted, we can finally add in a dock background. So starting right at the top, make sure to enable it. And then for its background color, we're actually going to select the preset white. After which, we're also going to set its transparency to 49%. And next, make sure to toggle on padding. And as for all of the cornering options, we want to make sure that we set these to squarical, all at 0%. So now that we have the basic setup, let's move on to our home screen app icon. Giving us these awesome accent colored black icons is the Midnight Pack. Just simply head to Nova Launcher's look and feel section and then set the pack as your system icons, just as I'm showing here. Now, before we go any further, let's grab ourselves this awesome live wallpaper. For this, just simply head over to my custom collection app, Epic Live Wallpapers, and you'll find it there. And remember, if you want me to animate one of your favorite images, make sure to submit it right within the app itself. And of course, don't forget to boost it higher up the list. And every week, I'll be making the #1 ranked request. Now, it's time for the KWGT widgets. But right before we get into it, we need to first make one final Nova Launcher tweak. And I promise, this is going to be the very last one. So within the home screen section, just scroll all the way to the bottom of the list, where you're going to find both of these overlapping options, which you want to make sure to toggle on. So now that we have that out of the way, let's move on to our KWGT widgets. So let's start things off with this boxed out date indicator. Coming straight from the typo pack is widget 63. Just simply start by loading in a KWGT layout to your home screen, and then you want to resize it so it looks something like this. Now with this widget within KWGT, all we're going to do is simply adjust the widget size. Now to do this, just simply head over to the layer tab and adjust the scale option. Here I went for a slight increase to 55.4. And of course, goes without saying, make sure to hit save before you leave. Now let's move on to the second widget of the setup, this color customized music indicator. Courtesy of the mini music player pack is widget 63. So here, let's start things off once again by loading in a KWGT layout to our home screens and then resize it so it looks something like this. Now here, to match my look, make sure to also long press it and toggle the padding option. And once done, because it is overlapping our home screen app icons, we're also going to select the option to send it to the back. Now, just like we did in the first widget, we're going to start things off by adjusting this widget size. However, this time when you head over to the layer tab, you'll notice that the plus and minus buttons are missing. So to add these back in, just simply select the scale option by using the tick boxes and then hit that calculator icon that will appear in the top right of your screens. And now once we get to a look that we're happy with, let's alter the color of the widget, turning those white elements to black. Now the quickest and easiest way to do this would be by using the plus button in the top right of our screens. So just simply add in a shape item and then increase its size to something that looks like this. Next, let's head over to its paint tab and adjust its color from white to black. After which, using the positioning tab, we want to move it further down the canvas, so it'll only be covering those white elements of the widget. And then finally, back in the paint tab, just simply adjust its filter from normal to multiply. And now wrapping up the setup, we're using Hex Installer. This is going to give you a nice AMOLED friendly black backdrop with the colors of the theme splashed across your whole system, including the notification panel. Just use the color codes that I'm showing on screen. Or alternatively, you can get a similar result using the app OneShade. Now if you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure to hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next one. And as for your live wallpaper requests, make sure to boost them right within the Epic Live Wallpaper app itself. See you guys next time on Into the Parkerverse.